Welcome, it's Marie in Zone 6 with a look at the garden. Here in the East Garden, the Millennium Allium is coming into full bloom and it is a pollinator magnet. I just love the contrast it gives against the Limelights, the one to the left against the bay window and the one to the right by the entrance. The Victoria Blue Salvia I planted not that long ago has really gotten established and has started to grow. And I planted this annual, well at least it's the annual in my area, because I wanted a consistent blue color or purple color in the front garden when the Millennium Allium starts to wane. In the front walkway, I made a change a few weeks back and I put this container you see here. It was in the back in the West Garden and I brought it up front because I have kind of a purple and white theme right here at the entrance. And so this container has white beacon impatient. It has snowdrift supertunia, purple and white verbena, and Bordeaux petunia. And so I brought it out front because I wanted some consistency in this front walkway. Past the snowdrift supertunias, this calibrachoa is doing relatively well, seeing that I don't do too well with calibrachoa. Supposedly you're supposed to let it dry out between feedings or waterings. And so, well, you know, as gardeners, many of you know you can't be good at everything. And so that's just not my strong suit, but I sure think it's beautiful. Here's my other container, which has been up here planted since spring. And that's amethyst verbena. You see down at the bottom that purple and white snowdrift supertunia. And by these steps, the silverberry supertunia is really filling in. Here's another view of those Limelight hydrangeas, which are pretty much in full bloom now. I've gotten more new blooms on my Incrediball here in the front. And then of course the older blooms turn a light greenish color. And because of all the sun and heat, I have a little tinge of brown, but they're still lovely. And look at this Limelight, which I did prune some of it against the bay window because it was too tall. I do it every year so that I can look out the bay window and see more. The silverberry supertunia is doing well below. There's another Incrediball, that's just one, with that lovely greenish color. And my hibiscus. For some reason, the blooms have gotten smaller on my hibiscus. I don't know why. I'm not a botanist, but it's still lovely. This fuchsia one in the front was the original one I planted, and when I saw how well it did, I decided I'd plant some more in the same family. So I have a pink hibiscus as well as a white hibiscus. So if you see something is doing well in a particular area, you may want to add the same kind of plant or something in the same family, such as this Rose of Sharon, pink chiffon. It's in the same family, being a hibiscus, as the fuchsia. So I planted it as well over here because I figured it would do well. In the South Garden, here's a look at some of the zinnias in my small cut flower garden. Here's one of the Chianti hybrid sunflowers in the South Garden. Here are some more. Just lovely. Here's another look at the East Garden, which is the front garden. Semi-overview. Heading into the West Garden, the back garden. These canna I grew from seed are continuously blooming. I don't think I've ever had this much continual bloom on my canna before, so I'm quite delighted with that. And the supertunia snowdrift and the Bordeaux are hanging in there, though we've had some tough weather. The quickfire fab is starting to turn its blush pink color. It was beat down by some storms we had, but that's life. There are the black-eyed Susans, and look at these, or this beacon impatient. Look at that. And It is able to keep up with bubblegum supertunia and snowdrift. Wow, I love Beacon Impatiens. There's my iceberg rose, looking good. A continuous bloomer. The other container with the bubblegum, Beacon Impatient. That's just one beacon. And snowdrift is doing very well as well. August moon hosta. Beautiful color and tolerates sun. On the back deck, something has been eating my potato vine. I saw a groundhog recently, and I think that's the culprit. But overall, the back deck in the west garden is looking good. My wave petunia, easy wave. Autumn joy sedum never lets me down. The indigo mini vista, the licorice splash.